Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Firstly, my name is Siti Suryana binti Muhammad Fauzi. I am from Faculty of Electrical and Electronic Engineering Technology for Bachelor of Electrical Engineering Technology, Industrial Automation and Robotics with honors. So my supervisor name is TS Dr. Sheikh Najib bin Sheikh Salim. For my Bachelor Degree Project 2 entitled Development of Brainwave Pattern Identification System for Brain Control Robot using Brainsense. So I'm going to present my project.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So I will start to present my poster entitled Development of Brainwave Pattern Identification System for Brain Control Robot using Brainsense. So roughly in this project, the identification system will be developed to produce the brainwave data and the brain will controlling the robot movements. And neurosky device will be used to detect the brainwave or neural signal from the brain according to the signals which are can transmit and received by the neurons from our mind. Other than that, the aim of this project is actually to help paralyzed people to make movements. Then it's by giving the signal through the brainwave signals. So based on these projects, the mindwave controlling robot system is based on brain-computer interface, which is BCI. To make more clarify, for this project, the robot will be used to visualize the wheelchair. So for introduction, BCI. So what is BCI? BCI is a technology that allows us to control a computer with our thoughts, which means we can control something with our mind, just think about it or focusing on it and give the concentration, we can control something. And for theoretical, in theory, the brainwave pattern have 5 categories, as we can see this table. So firstly is theta, alpha, beta, and gamma. So this is 5. This 5 has different frequency bands and is different indicates. So BCI also is more suitable for disabled people to help communicate with their disabled body parts directly from the brain. And BCI also is defined as using electroencephalogram, EEG, signals to communicate with an electronic device that exclusively through the brain. And EEG does not read our thoughts, but it can tell our general state. So this is the difference platform that can use, such as MATLAB, LabVIEW, and BrainLex. And there are numerous types and models of EEG headset that existed nowadays, and there are different with the respects to each other, it depending on the function and performance. So most of the researcher will use the low-cost EEG headset for their research because of the funding or their budget for the project. Next, for the objective of this project, firstly, it's to generate the brainwave signal from Mindwave Mobile 2 device for the eye blink and attention detection using MATLAB. Second, to control robot movements, which are forward, turn, and rotate around by using eye blink and attention. Third, to analyze the accuracy and performance of the robot movements. For the problem statements, it's especially for special needs people that for problem statements, special needs people for the problem statements, special needs people specifically those who suffering for paralysis that limited their activity and functionality. So despite their limitation, these people still a lot to offer and can contribute to society. So this is where this study is significant. By developing this brain control robot. So it actually can be stepping stone to become the model and visualize a future that unlock opportunities and endless possibility for these people. And interestingly, it also branched out the application towards IR 4.0 revolutions within industry. Okay, for methodology, so this is the system setup for this project, and this is overall project of this project. So firstly, the Mindwave Mobile 2 device will use to generate the neural signal from brain, and then it will record the EEG data by sending the EEG data from headset to personal computer. After that, the computer will process EEG data and send with the MATLAB. So it will send with the MATLAB. In MATLAB, data will be classified where we can see the data of attention level and eye blinking detection. So by developing the robot that attached with Bluetooth module, so by developing that, the Bluetooth module receive the classifications data from the computer and record it. So it was a function for the Bluetooth. And next, the Arduino Uno receive data from the Bluetooth module so that the robot can make movements. So that's how, once the robot movement, the computer will process EEG data and save MATLAB. So it will show back the data plotting in the MATLAB, which is interface system. So for this project, Thingier connector were used for, actually it's really important to connect the headset within the computer and MATLAB, because in MATLAB we need to use the library, special library. For this project we use Thingier 64.dll. It's different with previous study that they use the version library that Thingier.dll. And for software in this project, we use MATLAB and IDE programming to construct the condition for the robot movements and the specific function for the brainwave pattern. For the results and analysis. Okay, so firstly, this is the data from the MATLAB. Sorry. So we can see the real-time data plotting for attention and blink strength. Okay, sorry. Okay, we can see also the table for the average and difference value were calculated. This is using Microsoft Excel if we want to calculate it. So all the data were collected and it changed to this table for the analysis. So firstly, for eye blink detection, it is actually for Boolean operation in the robot movement. So in the coding for Arduino IDE, we already set for Boolean function for blink strength, this eye blink detection. Next, for attention, we can see the magnitude. We can see the magnitude in this attention value. So the highest attention is 97. So basically, to get the attention value, it's based on time second, and it can be also gained. However, the threshold value of this project is 75 is chosen. It is because of the level difficulty to reach the value is high whenever the user acts normally without certain attention. That's why in the table we see it's mostly is above than 75. So that 75 is choose as a condition. For identification system, Next. Okay, for hardware system, this is the wirelessly hardware system without the cable and wire to connect each other. So this is the results for the robot movement for forward, turn and rotate around. Okay, so this figure show the robot move forward. So this is the condition where the user maintains a high level of concentrations so that the motors move forward, which are more than 75 out of 100 for the range magnitude in attention level. While for this turn and rotate around, it shows the state either turn or rotate around whenever the eye blink were detected based on how many times the eye blink were blinking. And also the value for attention level is less than equal to 75 in this condition. For identification system, this is the real-time output that display during the robot movements. It's display for eye blink and attention. For accuracy and performance of the robot movements, for this project is 65% success, and it were considered success because the percentage successful is 65% and the fail is 35. For project feature, this project generate the output of the brainwave signal from user to personal computer by using MATLAB. Also, the robot will wirelessly controlled by human mind thought the brainwave signal that transmit to the robot movement. So we just think and the robot will move. Not think, it's move to focusing and concentration. For novelty and inventiveness, so this project is use eye blink and attention to move the robots. It's different to the previous study where some study they use the meditation and attention, and other than that they only use the brainwave pattern to see the signal, either it move to the turn, right, and forward or backward. For MATLAB software as identification system also were used in this project. It's also different for previous project where in previous project, there are some project that use LabVIEW and Brainflix for identification system in their project. For project potential and commercialization. Okay, so firstly, its potential to improve with more function and stability, such as other function. Maybe we can control more functionality because this project only for forward, turn, and rotate around. And for medical profession, such as it can use for the rehabilitation for impaired persons. In military, it also can use and visualize to surveillance, battling, and transporting. For job opportunity, it's especially for disabled paralyzed people and give the opportunity to them to work as a worker. And conclusion, the attention and eye blink detection affects the stability of the movements for the robot. And the movements of the robots depends on the level value of attention and blink. For accuracy and performance of the robot movements in this project is 65% successful, while 35% fail. So it considers success for this project. I think that's all from me. Thank you.